Good morning. Welcome to the morning chat here at According to Akara. And I am Akara. No. That was so dramatic, child. That was so dramatic. How y'all doing this morning? Welcome to the morning chat where I just tell you my morning thoughts or what's grinding my gears or the news of the day or the hot topics that been out there, So let's get into it. Today, I am going to give you, since I have on brown, I'm going to give you a brown lip. The name of the lipstick is RK. I never really looked into who RK was, but this is Espresso. Is the name of the color of this matte lipstick. So this is what I'll be wearing this morning. I'll be putting on. And because of the color, it would be a nude for me. But let's see how it comes off. Okay, so I am going to not even try to fool myself and go ahead and use my camera. And podcast, if you turn off, it is paused. I just saw that it paused, but let's see here. Yeah, this is basically a nude. Oh yeah, it just blends in with my skin. It just looks like I have skin-colored lips. I mean, like the same color as mine. I like it though. It really blends in to my complexion. I really like it. Espresso. Because I'm an espresso chick. Boom. Espresso. Okay, thank you, podcast. You are back. I was just using the camera on the phone that I'm recording my podcast on. You know what? I just realized that my podcast isn't going by the mic, isn't even hooked up to this mic. Okay, so unhooking the charging cable. Okay, podcast, y'all gonna probably hear me a whole lot clearer now. Okay, podcast, so excuse me, I know you went off and you went on and you went out. I realized the mic wasn't even connected. But I still have, thank God, I am using a phone, so it already had its own internal mic. I'm using an external mic so that you can hear me clearly. Just so you all know, I put on an Espresso matte lipstick by RK. That's what it looks like. I don't know who RK is. I just went to the beauty supply store, the local black beauty supply store, and I picked up a few lipsticks and yes. Okay, so this is the beat I love. Like if I could have a beat for my show, this would be it. According to Akara, this morning, the morning chat. I don't know how I would put the morning chat in. I would have to change the name or morning chat. The morning chat. Dum, 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 dum. I just like that. That is perfect. It's very upbeat, perfect for the morning. This morning, I am again sipping on some coffee for the added boost this morning. I I do try to do like a little 5 minute, 10 minute little exercise thing, do a couple of push-ups because that is where my upper body strength is booty. But I was doing push-ups just because I know that challenge left, right, left, right, left, right. I couldn't do it because my push-ups. So I've been doing push-ups I try to do it each morning and do some squats because my knees is feeling bad. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't do it this morning. Bedtime. I passed out on the couch, fell asleep on the couch, never gravitated to my bed. By the time I actually gravitated to the bed, the first alarm at 5 o'clock went off. So, no, I didn't get my exercise on this morning. But I give myself a little bit of pass because it is the holidays and sweets and candies and eating good is what you do during this time. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard and, whatever. So I'm going to give a couple of shout outs now with my Bigo Live who always shows up. I see that there is some type of symbol with question marks and stuff that joined first thing. DJ Psych Guy, question mark joined. Welcome. Hi, sent an emoji that I don't really understand. Asian writing 134340 sent the same emoji. Chelsea Clinton? Shut up. That is not the former president's daughter that is sitting up here on Bigo Live watching me. No, because she's married. So she ain't even Chelsea Clinton anymore. But if there is, that is so cool. If I had the president's daughter, the former president, Bill Clinton's daughter on my Bigo Live, that would be so fire if that really was her. So in my mind, the former president Bill Clinton's daughter is on my Bigo Live. So I choose to believe that that's who that is. How you doing, girl? I hope everything's doing well. Wow, beautiful and heart eyes. Thank you. How you doing? Eminem. Of course we can be friends. Show up here every day, Monday through Friday, between the hours of 6:30 and 7, and I'll be your friend for about 30 to 20 to 45 minutes. Okay, each day I'll be right here. Tyra, thank you for the emoji. You know what? That emoji, I've seen a lot of them, and it looks like the Saturn. And that'd be interesting because I am a Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Anyway, sent a crown. It looks like a crown emoji. Thank you. Yes, we can be friends Monday through Friday from between the hours of 6:30 and 7. I'm here every day to give you my morning thoughts and my morning, or whatever that's on my mind this morning. So at any rate, I am sipping my Brazilian light roast out of my, according to Akara mug that is available at Teesprings, according to Akara drinkware line. You can get it there. The description, it will be in the description if you want it. Now that's if you want it now. So let's get into it. Yesterday, let's turn the music off because we're going to get a little bit serious. Because this is what happened. Yesterday, the devil, the enemy, the ultimate hater, decided to use a friend of mine. To get at me. And she has no idea. I don't believe she yielded herself to be used by the enemy at all. Okay? This is my sister in friendship and my sister in Christ, and she is a part of my inner circle. And he decided to use her and and off in me yesterday. As some of you know, I'm not one to say, my 50th birthday, my 50th birthday, but my 50th is coming in January. And so I sent my family. That would mean, when I say my family, I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about my siblings and my two closest friends, a text message about what I wanted for my 50th birthday. Now, some would say that I am very demanding. I am not. Year after year, my birthday come and go. No one makes a big deal about my birthday, ever. I don't make a big deal about my birthday. I mean, like I do, and I don't. The one person that really celebrated me. Now, mind you, I'm not going to say that I haven't had friends that hasn't celebrated with me. Okay? But what I call a big deal, it has not happened. You know, some people just have a way about them that people just want to do all kinds of wonderful, big, celebratory things, and they'll gather in their name, and I'm just not it. Okay? I have a small group of people that I consider my friend. I know I'm awkward, I'm weird, I'm a donkey. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody likes me, and I perceive things that the average person would think that, girl, you tripping. Okay, that's not what that person was saying. Or I don't think that that's what they meant. Okay. And the only reason I could say that I know this friend did not mean to do what she did to be evil. Okay. It was from a good place. But this friend is a Sagittarius. And you either love them or you hate them. Okay? And either they love you or they hate you. Okay? They will be cordial. If they don't like you, they'll be cordial, reasonably cordial. But they're not going above and beyond for anyone. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And as much as they want to be hardcore, they are sweethearts, and they will help out those that they believe is in need. Okay? But they also lack a filter. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they lack a filter. And I choose to say that. Even though I believe Sagittarius has a filter, they just choose not to use it. Okay, Geminis don't have any type of filter at all. Okay, if it pops in their head, it comes out their mouth. Talking about the abundance of your heart, your mouth speaks. Gemini, that's them. And their heart, if that's the meaning, the abundance of their heart is about this small. So it's easily overwhelmed. They gotta speak whatever. Sagittarius they have a filter. They choose not to use it. And I think this day, out of fullness of this person's heart, she spoke. Not trying to be evil, but I'm pretty sure, I don't believe, she said something in a location that it was like, you could have told me that privately. You did not have to say this in front of everybody, number one. I would have been able to take the message. So the lesson, and I know I didn't really tell you much. What I want to tell you what the lesson is prior to me finishing what I'm saying. it isn't what you say and what your intent for what you were saying. It is how and where you say it. Determines how that person is going to receive it. Also, that person's history with you and knowledge of you is going to determine how they perceive what you're saying. So you could be saying something that's really nice, but you're saying it in the front of a bunch of people. It's like, I could receive it, but like, bitch, you didn't have to say it like that in front of everybody. You right. You could be completely right what you're saying, but because of where you said it and how you said it, the spirit behind it, you know what I'm saying? Or you could say it really nicely, but at the wrong place. You could be it could be so sweet, but if you say it in front of a bunch of people, no matter how sweet it is, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to be received the way you want it to be received. Now, this is where, so it was not only where this person said this, but this friend said this, but some of it also was coming from my experience with this person too as well. Okay, and yes, am I talking about it? If she sees this video, which I'm confident that she's not even going to watch this, but if she does, yeah, am I talking about something that happened that someone who would see it? Yes, I am. Am I trying to call this person out? No, this is what has went on in my mind throughout the night. So this is what I do. This morning chat is not to call this person out or start any type of Twitter wars or social media wars with this person, because this is not what I'm trying to do. I'm just telling you what happened. And there's a lesson in it. This person had no idea, I choose to believe, this person had no idea of, she's thinking that she's giving me good advice or giving me advice on how to build content. You know what I'm saying? On my YouTube and IG pages. You know what I'm saying? And she gave this advice in front of a group of my inner circle. Okay, via text, a group chat. Okay? And this person said it in that group where it's like, you could have told me that privately. We talk all the time. You could have made that suggestion there. In this group chat, I expressed how I wanted what my family could do to make my 50th an awesome 50th without them coming down and, you know what I'm saying, and being around and throwing a big party and making a big to-do about my half a century. I asked for their support with my, getting my numbers up on the YouTubes and on social media. Okay. And this friend in that group chat, instead of asking people for, and that's not exact words that this person said. What you could do is da-da-da-da-da, clearly not doing homework to see that I follow other content creators that are not celebrities. Matter of fact, I have very few celebrities that I follow and support. Okay. But this person gave that advice as if I wasn't doing it. And that's the way it felt in the location that she said it in. Okay. Had she just said it privately, I could have said, girl, most of my people that I follow are content creators that are not celebrities. And I'm pretty sure there was other things, but that first, just reading it where it was put, was not received in the vein that she was trying to receive it. Okay. But what gets me the most, though, is like, oh no, girl, if you don't want to support me, right? Or you feel like how I'm asking for support is wrong, you pull me aside and say that. If you don't want to do it, just say you don't want to support, or I've already supported. Because this friend has supported without me having asking her. And then sometimes before I can announce it, she has um, done it, done that, supported my channel from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But before I could do it, and that's a whole nother different story. So it's like, it was where she did it in a place where I asked my close inner circle what I wanted for my birthday. That is like saying, if I'm telling you I want me a brand new HP laptop touchscreen 17-inch computer. It's like you say, why don't you get like a 15-inch to start you off? Like, nigga, I didn't ask you for that shit. Okay? If I wanted you to do this, do this. Stop trying to give me something that I didn't ask for. I did not ask you for the advice. And I damn sure did not ask for you to do it here. One, because you're now trying to have me concede and get so that you can give me what you want to give me. Okay, this is where it comes across. And then you put it in a group setting where someone might be like, okay, let me see how many 10 friends I can tell to follow my sister. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube. And then she says that. It's like, yeah, well, why don't you do that? You have to understand the other lesson is the power of your words and what you say and when you say it to a person can change the minds of other people. That is going to try to give me what I'm asking for. But you tried to skew it. Or maybe, and again, I'm not saying this person purposely tried to skew it. Okay? But I can say that this person clearly does not know the power of her words, of where she says it or when she says it, that she could influence other people to say, yeah, well, are you following this person and are you following that person? And then it becomes a whole thing about, so now I got people sending me people that I don't know and not even sure if I like. I'm just going to follow them just to see if, so I can get people to follow me back. I mean, that's an idea. Or you can just give me what I asked for. And if it doesn't work, then maybe I can reconsider what you said. But if I asked you in a group setting, this is what I want, and then you start presenting other things that you want to give me, this is not your birthday, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is my birthday. I'm asking this for my family and my friends. You understand what I'm saying? But I know it was no animosity that she did it in. You know what I'm saying? And I love her, and I had to recognize that it was not that person, but the enemy that wants me to feel some type of way, some type of animosity, some type of distance between me and a person that has been my friend for years. You know what I'm saying? And I will not let it. I had to rebuke the devil. I rebuke you because you are trying to use her to throw me off, to keep me from achieving the goals that I have for this day, like finishing my job, doing what I have to do at work, throwing me off thinking about this stuff. No. So I had to check the devil yesterday for using my friend to try to come at me. So I know I must be doing the right thing if the devil is trying to attack me through friends. You know what I'm saying? Because we do not fight against flesh and blood. I am not fighting my friend. I am not fighting her. Okay? I know who I'm fighting, and it is those spiritual places and demonic spirits that is using her to offend me. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, again, I'm not saying that she's like sitting here praying to the devil and the devil's telling her to do blah, blah, blah. But she's thinking that she's doing the right thing. And we all do it. We all mistakenly offend. The third lesson is give grace. Give grace, especially if you know the person. Especially if you know the person. This person's your friend for years, and this person does something that hurts you. Give them a little grace. Know whether they were really trying to do it on purpose or not. And you know if they're trying to do it on purpose or not. And some people that you're calling friends are doing stuff on purpose. But you give them a chance to just like, okay, well, she wasn't doing this before. Oh, so this person. Oh, she that person. And then some people change after years. I have been friends with people for 2 decades. And they didn't really show their true colors until the second decade. It's like, oh, okay. So you just petty. There was a pity friendship. You felt like I needed a friend, so you thought you come in my life and make it better. Rather than just liking me for who I am. And I admit, I am not that easy to like. When you first meet me, I'm quiet, I'm really to myself, and I seem really nice. Until you get to know me, and then I have quirks, and I have belief systems and stuff like that, and family issues, and daddy issues, and all this stuff, and there's weird things that I'll say and do that's like, whoa, what do you mean by that? Yeah, I am a whole asshole when you get to know me. I am an asshole. And I'm a whole donkey. Okay? And I will be mean. And I see a lot of things I don't always speak on, but I see a lot of shit. And I feel the vibe, and people try to gaslight me and try to say that I don't feel what I feel, or what you saw or heard you didn't hear. No longer. I'm too old for that shit. I know what I feel, and the vibe, and it has never led me wrong. The unction of the Holy Spirit has never led me wrong. Now, there's things that I see and I notice, but I don't feel the need to call it out. But all of a sudden, if I'm just not around, you know what I'm saying? Just know I saw what you were, and I don't like it. I discern that you have a spiritual influence that is evil and doesn't have my good, and you don't have any good towards me. Not because whatever, but you're too easily used by the enemy. And I will cut off people that seems to always be used by the enemy to try to come for me. And I love you behind the block. You know what I'm saying? I've cut off family members for the very same reason. I wouldn't say for less, for the very same reason. If you disturb my peace and I don't feel like you are for me, I will cut you off. But then I'm thinking, I have cut off so many people. I said, I'm not cutting off. No. There's some people that I just refuse to do it. I may distance myself a little bit. But sometimes, you give grace because you've mistakenly. So like I said, the third lesson is give grace because you've offended people. I know for a fact I've offended people. I've offended people. Ooh, I've offended people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what would I say? What I say? And it wasn't intentionally to hurt that person. Like, what? What'd I do? What'd I say? Oh, I said that? I mean, like, I said that. I meant it, but you took it that way? Oh, child, that wasn't what my intentions were, but apologize because that wasn't my intent. And also, it's another lesson. This chock full of lessons is just because you didn't intend to hurt doesn't mean it didn't hurt. Okay? Period. And just because you're right doesn't mean it still doesn't hurt. Okay? And you can't tell me that I can't. It's like you punching me in the face and then telling me I can't say ouch or make a noise like it hurt. Like, bitch, you just punched me in the fucking face. And you expect me to not react to that? Just take that? I'm not Jesus. Okay? You hurt me, so I'm going to try to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? But you also know, I mean, well, not you, you don't know. I also know that a soft answer turns away wrath. You know what I'm saying? So you can just like someone could punch me in the face. I'm going to react. Okay, you hurt somebody with your words or your actions or physically putting hands on. You can't get mad when that person is screaming and saying, ow, you hurt me. When they tell you what you did hurt. Okay? Well, just because you're right doesn't mean it don't hurt. Okay? Just because a doctor goes in and cuts you to get something out of you that doesn't belong there or to correct something, it doesn't mean that that doctor cutting you does not hurt you. It is for your better good, but it doesn't mean it don't hurt. So don't fulfill that circle of offense, that circle of offense by being offended by somebody that you just hurt. Hear them, understand them. All that, I'm offended, I'm shocked that you're offended by it. Really? Okay. So that's about as saying, that's like saying, I spanked you because you were wrong. I spanked your hand because I told you not to put your hand out of fire. You was about to put your hand in the fire and I smacked your hand away. And then and this time a little harder than I normally do, and it hurt. And it's like, ow. And me looking at you like, I can't believe that you even said ow. I told you not to put your hand in the fire. But you hurt me. And I reacted to that hurt. That's stupid, right? That's like saying, like, your child shouldn't cry when you spank them, when you swat them. It hurt. That hurt. You understand what I'm saying? And you're going to tell me not to cry and just to take this? Really? It's hurt. And I'm telling you, it hurt. So kind of, you give grace to the person that hurt you, but also people who hurt, and that person tells you that they hurt, just don't say nothing. Just receive it. Sometimes just shut up and hear that, oh, my intentions wasn't to hurt, but I see that you were hurt. I apologize. Learn from that and grow. Okay? But most people go into defensive mode. You understand what I'm saying? They go into defensive mode because you didn't receive what they have to say or do or whatever. And it's like, why are you getting defensive? I'm just telling you that you hurt me. Now I have to defend myself. Oh, all that I've done. Where did we talk about all that you've done? We're not talking about you. This wasn't about you. And it's so funny that people, the same people that can point out that they'll say, Carr, we're not talking about you. And they'll say, oh, well, Carr skews everything towards herself. But this wasn't about that person. You twisted it to be about you. I just told you that you hurt me, and you switched it to about me not appreciating your support. At the end of the day, that's what it was. And it's like, where did I say I didn't appreciate your support? Where did I say I didn't like the advice? The theme here is you did this in front of a group chat. I would have been able to accept it. Where was this all the times that I was talking to you? And that person went into defensive mode. But then you just got to understand how the enemy works. Because that could have been a whole drawn out long situation. I'm not telling you this. We could have been going back and forth and back and forth. It's like, for what? Why? Like, we good. I love you. But what you did was a little messy. Okay, you could have made a delicious cake, but you made a mess in the kitchen. What you want me to tell you, delicious cake, and not tell you clean up the kitchen? But that was what was really occupying my mind. I almost decided to do an evening chat with According to Akara because that's how heavy it was on me yesterday. Then I smoked the joint and I'm calmer and I could talk about how the fact that, the lessons of it instead of just being mad and it's seeming like I'm going off on my friend, should she watch this, and I'm not. Lessons, people are going to try to offend you. Okay, the devil will use your closest friends. It's not going to be the people you don't know that is offensive to you. It's going to be the persons that you're close and you cherish your relationship with them that he's going to use to get at you, to bring you down. Okay, recognize you're not fighting against the person. You're fighting against the demonic spirit that's trying to offend you. Okay? 2, give grace to that person, especially someone someone who is close, and you know how they tend to be. Give grace over and over and over again. Okay? Some relationships, and you make that decision, is worth giving grace every single time. Okay? 3, the person, though your advice might be right, and sometimes it's not received because of where and how you offer it. Okay? 4, just because it comes from a good place, just because your intentions were good, just because it is good advice, still doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt. Okay? Period. And just listen to the person who you hurt. And just say, my intentions was not that, and I apologize. That's it. That's all. Don't try to defend yourself. The person is just saying, you hurt me. And those who were hurt or offended, don't go into defense mode. Just tell them no. What you said was, I could have received that better in a different location. Could you have please just pulled me aside for that? This is not the place for that. And know how to, with your words, say, you hurt me. Don't try to hurt them back. Just don't go in defensive mode. Just tell them that hurt. And I'd rather you have told me that privately so that we can discuss it. And it would have been received so much better. I'm just saying. Now, once you discuss it and you talk about it and the person continues doing it, still give grace, but sometimes you also need to give space. Okay? The person continues doing the thing, give grace and give space. You don't have to hate them. You know what I'm saying? But I love my friend. It was a good lesson. And because I've been here for almost 50 years, this is one of the lessons I've learned from past situations where it's like, I'm not mad at this person. I'm mad at the demonic spirit that is trying to do. You rebuke that spirit. And you mend it with your friend. You understand me? Now, some friends, it's just going to constantly use because they are yielding to that evil demonic spirit. And in that case, you cut them both off, that spirit and that person. Your peace is disturbed, it is never worth it. Your peace is more valuable than silver and gold. And you'll learn that, young people, if there's any young people watching me or will watch this later, you'll realize that your peace is way more valuable. It's way more valuable than silver than gold. If you don't have any peace with it, you won't be able to enjoy your silver and gold. Hello, hello. At any rate, so that's all I have for you all today. Great lesson. I enjoyed it. It was made for a great something to talk about today. And the end of the story is I'm still friends with my friend. You know? I'm still friends with my friend. I gave grace. She gave grace. We talked about it. It's a wrap via text message. We didn't get on the phone and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And, sometimes after something like that, you do also need to give a breathing space a little bit. You know what I'm saying? For, you all to just, get over it. I know I need a little breathing space just to kind of get over the attack because I was the one that was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Can I heal? Let me heal up a little bit. Get my groove back. You know what I'm saying? So at any rate, there it is. So I got to get out of here because I have a job that is supporting all of this that I have going on here and the things that I'll be going to do. So y'all have a good one. Remember, love yourself. Love your neighbors. That's the people next to you. That doesn't mean all get to come into your inner circle, but be nice to the people around you. And stay authentic. Don't fake it. Okay? Be real. Be 100. All right? Holla at y'all. Y'all have a good Tuesday. Oh, T-Mobile Tuesday is T-Mobile Tuesday. Reminder of those who are on T-Mobile. There's T-Mobile Tuesday, so there's discounts and stuff that they have. And I think they had a Wendy's special too. Ooh, I'm not having Wendy's. I got my lunch already prepared. At any rate, y'all have a good one. Bye.